Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I will be doing a what if Asta was born with Goku's powers. Yes, I will actually be doing this, and it's not that Asta is born with Ultra Instinct or anything. He will have all Goku's powers except for the Super Saiyan forms. Or actually, he will be able to use them because of his magic, and Asta will have magic in this, yes. If you wonder what magic it will be, it will actually be energy magic. And if you never heard of it before, I don't blame you, because I don't know if anyone else has done this, but it's like the key from Dragon Ball, but it will be like magic for Asta. So Asta will have mana and all that. He will have a massive reserve of mana, because he will be able to turn Super Saiyan God in the birth. Like he will be born with Super Saiyan God, and so he can turn Ultra Instinct as well. As for how he gained this power, we need to go to Dragon Ball Z universe, near Goku's deathbed. As he is about to die and all that. Let's say that Whis and Bears was there to just say they pay their respects, and Senna was also there because he was friend with Goku. And let's said, Goku, he said, yes, Senni, rest in peace. Goku said, thank you, Lord Senni. As Goku would say his goodbye to everyone, and say goodbye to Little Bears, and that Little Bears say, yeah, goodbye to you too. Thank you for saving our universe so much and all that. He said, you really are bad at thanking people, ain't you, Bears? As Bears would kind of get mad at this, but not really say, hey. It's because he wanted to pay respect to Goku because he was dying. He was dying of old age and that sickness that he had. As we said, it was fun training you, Goku. As Goku said, well, it was really fun training you with you, Lord Master Whis. As he was kind of began to cry, say, it's too bad I wasn't able to achieve all the other powers beyond the Ultra Instinct, huh? So he kind of laugh about this, then we'll cough. And Chi-Chi would say, save your breath, Goku, please. He said, it's okay, Chi-Chi. Just take care of the kids for medical grandchildren. Chi-Chi would say, yes, of course, Goku. I promise I will. Then Gohan and Goten will say, goodbye, Dad. And will say, they'll say, I want just one thing to eat. I want something to eat before I die. As yes, this would be typical Goku. A moment he will eat as much as a hella much, as we said. Even though he's dying, he'll still want to eat, huh? As Senna would say. Senna would say, yeah, that's Goku. As then, after Goku eaten, said, time to take a good nap. But before he could do that, as he raised like from the table, all that he was fell down to the ground, and he was dead now. As everyone would say, Goku. Then we realized that he was dead. To say, oh, rest in peace. As Goten, Gohan, and the other humans and Saiyans that was there would start to cry. Zeno would kind of be sad, but he didn't know how to show his emotions. Beers said, oh, so that's how he died, huh? He was truly something special. But instead of Goku's ki just disappearing, let's say that the only Whis would just no one would sense that Goku's ki was just transferring to another world, like another dimension. So all Goku's ki that he had stored up would go to Black Clover universe, to a little boy that was brought on this church. But before he got there, like before anyone found Asta, because Asta would be abandoned before he got to the church, a bright light would just come to Asta and just shine right towards him. As people just see that bright light, and then we saw the baby, they say, no, the baby gonna die. As they tried to save him, but they couldn't. The light was too fast. They said, damn it, that kid died. We wasn't able to save him. Then we start to hear crying, and just felt this immense power coming from the kid. Say, what did the kid survive that light, or what was that light? And yes, that light was Goku's powers, that he had crossed dimensions and went into Asta. Because before Goku died, he said that I wish that all my power would go to someone that will need it more than me. And it will be Asta, because he will need that in the Clover universe, because he has no medic and all that. But it will be medic in Clover universe now. And let's say that that Goku's power reached Asta. Asta was born like 20 years after Goku have died. That's now kinda Chi and Vegeta and all those like old ones from Dragon Ball Super like heroes' parents, all that would have died, except for the androids, of course. Since it took so long for the power to cross between dimensions to the right person. As when it reached Asta. Oh wait, you know what? Let's say that people didn't know where Asta was. They saw a bright light go down to the ground. Then we just sensed this power for across dimension that someone was born with immense power. It was almost so similar to Goku's. He thought that it was a child of Goku's, but he felt that it was from another dimension. And let's say that Lord Beerus was taking a nap. And let's say that Asta went into his Ultra Instinct like on birth after he got hit by the light and all that. Now he went to his God form. He's Super Saiyan God because Asta will be a Saiyan without a tail. Because he earned Goku's power, so he gained the Saiyan blood as well. And yes, Asta will gain Senkai boosts. It's not when Asta started crying, he wanted to his. No, he would just be done. When the power struck Asta, he felt this immense power. He would stop crying because he was kind of crying already. But then now, when he stopped crying, when he felt that something hit him, he began to feel much more stronger. So he kind of began to be like a happy baby. I say, yeah. Oh god, I can't imitate like a happy baby, but you know what I mean. What a happy baby is. As now, Whis would have sensed this power. Say, what the? Someone has God key in another dimension, but it feels different. It feels so much like. As Robert say, what the? That bastard is still alive or something? As Spirit say, Whis. Said yes. Is that Goku? Said no, it's not. It's like different, and it's from another dimension. A Spirit wonder, but how? How can someone else achieve the exact same Super Saiyan God key? Like his key. I can sense that it's similar to Goku, so similar. But still. As Spirit say, let's go take a look at that person. Say, yeah, of course, my lord. As they were traveling up to the Black Clover dimension, but before they did it, we should say, well, we can't go to the dimension unless we have permission from Lord Zeno. As Spirit said, ah, oh, damn it. Then Lord Zeno and the Grand Minister would up there and say, oh, so you felt that power too? Said, yes. As soon as I say Lord Zeno and Grand Minister, as Lord Bear say, oh, I don't know. Forgive me for us. Then just bow down directly and say, forgive me for my insolence. Standing up when you come. I said, it's okay. We sensed that power too. It feels so similar to Goku's. We wanted almost to check it out ourselves, but Donis felt like you should probably do it since you're his universe. So Lord Zeno say, I give you permission to travel to that dimension and find that person, and you may train him. Lord Bear say, thank you so much, Lord Zeno. Grand Zeno said, as then we should say, oh, this took an unexpected turn. I didn't think you would sense it from Lord Zeno's world, father. He would say, since it's from another dimension, we would sense Lord Zeno sense it immediately. he will wonder how a power from this dimension come into another dimension. So we need you to investigate. And this what if, because Asta gained Goku's powers, he will gain some attributes from Goku, as Goku's some of Goku's personalities will mix with Asta's personalities and like that. So Asta will have like that big appetite. He will have that Saiyan appetite. He will have like he won't be stupid as Goku. He will actually be pretty smart, but yeah, kinda stupid. He will actually be a little bit smarter than Canon Asta, as Canon Asta is actually smarter than Goku. And yes, they decided, okay, Grand Minister, will you come too? It said, no, we will watch from the Lord Senna's word. Lord Senna would say, yes, we will watch from there. Very well then, Lord Bear, shall we be on our way? He said, yes, just pack our lunch, it'll probably take some time. As Grand Minister said, well, it won't take long at all. Not with this cube, and you actually need to use this to travel between dimensions. If you remember that from your training, we should say, oh wait, I forgot something between our training? Oh god, I can't forget myself now. I thought I remembered everything, as Grand Mirror say. Well, you remembered everything except for this interdimensional travel box. I said, oh, okay. And then just traveled there to this began we as now Roberto went into the box as well as we standing on top of it because he was the driver. As they went to that place, and they were surprised to see that it's the same coordinates, like interdimensional coordinates for like the same as Earth has in this universe. So, is this another Earth or something? Said Robertus. Said, maybe. As they went to the exact location of the power, as they would just see a baby. Then Lord Bear said, wait, something's off with this baby. Then he was looking and say, his hair, it's red. Not just that, he has God key, but it feels different. As we should say, ah yes, you sense not just the God key, you sense his God mana. As Lord Bear say, mana what? As we would explain that in this on this planet something called magic. I said, Lord Bear said, wait, that kind of magic? I said, this is different from our world dimensions magic. This is magic called mana. As the more mana people have, the stronger the magic they can use. And it seems though like this God key actually comes from Goku. Hold on. I'm back now, and as I said before, I paused and went away to do something. We said, and it seems like this power from this kid comes from Goku. As Bear said, what do you mean? As Lord Whis would say, well, my Lord Bearers, just read his key signature and his power level. Doesn't it seem kind of familiar to you? Then we also go, as Lord Bearers would just sense to say, what the? But how? Is this his reincarnation or something? As he said, no, it seems like it's not. But it seems like Goku's power traveled here, to another dimension. As birds say, so wait, does it mean that? Yes, it seems like he did that on purpose just before he died. He maybe have used something with his power to wish that it would come to some other one that needed it, maybe. Plot twist, Whis knew about that, what Goku was gonna do, but he doesn't want to admit it. Seems like Goku sent his power here to help this baby grow. And be strong. As Alberto said, well, it seems like he's stronger than most everyone here on the planet. They're so fucking weak compared to him. Yeah, let's just grab him and go get out of here. As we would say, hold on, you can't take a baby from another dimension. So Lord Bear say, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Then I said, as he would say, we need to ask this universe Lord Zeno first. Said, wait, does this universe also have a Zeno? Plot twist, all the multiverses, multi-dimensions I will make have like Zenos. But they will look different. He said, yes, he's called Lord Zeno too, but his looks nothing like ours. I said, okay, but wait, how can and you're from how do we get there? He said, well, we need to contact this or Zeno. As they did, as I explained everything about the situation, that they wanted to adopt Asta, as they saw that his name was Asta actually. As Zeno say, okay, but you need to like speak to this your dimension that you're in, Zeno. He said yes. Okay, as he is called the other Zeno, I said, asked for a meeting. He said yes. Well, they will say, as Lord Zeno will say, of course I agree to that. As for how that Lord Zeno will look, I will show you a picture soon, but we and Lord Beerus will get there with little Asta. Lord Zeno told them to grab that Asta and grab that boy and come to us. As Shinken would just teleport to them and I say, if you come here, I said, I am the only one that can teleport you there. I said, oh. They said, okay, grab on, said Daishinka and all that. Lord Beerus grabbed onto Whis and hold on to the baby. As Whis hold on to the baby actually. As Daishinka would see the baby say, oh, he looks kinda cute, but still, intriguing though. I wonder how Goku transferred his power here. And now I will show you how they would get there to the two Grand Zenos, as they would just shake their hands and so. Well, or look, Dragon Ball Universe Zen would just have to kind of float to shake his hand, because I will show you how this Lord Zeno looks. Yes, I am doing this. He looks like Igneel. I'm doing that because I want to. Okay? He will be named Lord Zeno, but he will have he will be a dragon. Candleson say, a long time no see, Zeno. He said, yeah, long time no see. Said, so, what was this about adopting a boy from my universe, huh? Oh, yeah, as Whis would explain everything about that boy and that he got power from our universe, but it seems that he have fused with your mana somehow. Said, mana. I believe it's strongest on that planet called Earth, I think. Said, yes, it was there we found the boy. Said, so the boy is from there, huh? Well, you can adopt him if you want to. But when he gets old enough, he needs to get back here. Until he gets 15, he needs to get back here and live back on Earth. He said, they say, may we ask why? He said, yes. As this mana works a little bit different from your world. Because you don't need some mana. Here will this kid, he will be able to use that key of yours. But he will also be able to use mana, like magic and that. But in order for him to, he can enhance his magic furthermore when he gets his grimoire. It's a book that enhances his magic, so he can cast numerous magic spells. All that, so he needs to get back here as age 15. You may come and visit him, but he will not allowed to work. He will only be allowed to visit you like once, like every month or two. After that, he said, okay, thank you, Lord Zeno. said Whis, and they just went back to Universe 7 now. As Daishinkan say, well, it seems like you have 15 years to raise this Asta and train him. Then he needs to get back there. As you can visit him whenever you want after that. As Roberto say, well, like I'm gonna visit that kid later on. As we say, well, I will. So you, as Roberto say, what? What? Why? So, well, it's kind of like a son to us now, don't you think? He said, yeah. Whatever you think about it. So now we get back to Universe 7, as I said, and they will start to raise Asta. Asta would kinda cry now, but he will feel like differently. As in this universe, Asta's mana will actually be weaker, but his ki will be no, actually his mana won't weaken because it kind of feels on as his ki and all that. So yeah, as his ki and mana will be exact same high. As when Asta would grow older a little bit, like 2 years old or something, he would actually learn to walk and talk and all that and gain consciousness of himself. And let's say that he got control of his god ki, and was only a few times when he got really tired or something that he went out of his god form. And then we'll see that his hair was grey actually. And we'll say, huh, so it's grey hair, huh? Never seen that before. As they will start again train Asta. Asta wouldn't understand, say, oh, kitty cat, as he was kinda try to stroke, no, like this, yeah, I think it's stroke or something, yeah, Lord Beerus. Lord Beerus would kinda be mad at this, but say, I don't know, it's because he's just a kid. Then it was kinda like play with Lord Beerus, say, kitty cat. Then we just look at Lord Beerus and say, oh, I say, angel, you look like an angel. Are you an angel? As Lord Bear say, so he knows about angels, but not about God of Destructions. He said, kitty cat can talk too. Lord Bear sighed and say, oh, this will be more pain in the ass than I thought it would be. And let's say that Xenwood and Daishinkan is coming visit them like once every year to see how Asta was doing. As he would meet Lord Sen and say, oh, who is this? As Lord Bear say, meh, your manners, Asta. Said, okay. They said, who are you, mister? Lord Senno say, oh, I'm Lord Senno. As Asta would laugh say, wait, no, Lord Senno is a dragon. As they would be surprised, wait, what do you know about that? Asta said, yeah, I'm Lord Senno is a dragon. Hehe. I don't know who you are. You look kinda like a kid. As Bears were afraid that his universe got destroyed, but Senno would say, you remind me so much of Goku. Then was kind of looked down but said, but Asta said, oh sorry, I didn't mean to. Then I said, well, at least I have a new friend now that reminds me of him. As Asta would say, yeah, I have a friend now. I said, look kitty cat, I got a friend. I said, what is your name, friend? He said, oh, as I said, my lord's name is Senno. I said, I don't like that name. Can I call you Lord Senni? Or Senni? He said, yes you can. I said, yay. I have a friend now, Lord Senni. Hehe. Then Whis would kind of look at them and say, he got a lot of from Goku, from this power. He said, yep. And then Whis would say, oh, not just that, he gained his appetite as well. And his carefree attitude and all that. Pretty much, but he's a lot smarter than Goku actually. as Asta would be trained by Whis and bears like in combat sometimes. Or mostly Whis. Hold on. Yeah, let's just go back. I don't exactly remember where I left off, but let's say that Lord Zeno and Asta was played together. They were 5 years. Asta was 5 years old. They would have fun together, play hide and seek and all that. As then Asta and let's say that then Lord Zeno left because he had to go back to his office now and do some look at the universe and all that over. I said, yeah, I'll go back now. I said, come back anytime you want, Zeni. He said, yeah, don't forget it, Asta. I said, of course not. Whenever you want to play, I will play with you, Lord Zeni. As we would just say, see you later, Dad. He said, of course, son. Then we say, oh, finally. Then said, Lord Zeni left. Now I want to play with Kitty Cat. As Lord Bear said, what? As we said, Asta, time for your time to learn some stuff. I said, okay. Then I can play with Kitty Cat. Whis would say, yes, you can. As Spears would say, I will never forgive this Whis, and never. Whis would just kind of laugh at this, say, yeah, whatever, Lord Beerus. As then as we be educated about everything about his universe and this dimension, all that, as the 2 dimensions, all that. I said, oh, so that was Lord Shannon from this dimension? He had said, yes. I said, okay. So, I'm not from this dimension, am I? He said, no, you're not. You're pretty smart also for a kid to know that. I said, well, yeah, I know what the Lord Seni from my universe, he's a dragon. As we said, yes, he is. Then I said, but why am I here? He said, because is it because that Goku guy Lord Cerny spoke about? He said, yes it is. You see, he was from Universe 7, like this dimension. And when he died like 20 years before he was born. But then it took 20 years for his power that he had to travel to you. So this is a borrowed power? He said, no, it's a gift from Goku. He gave it to you. I said, so, wow, I got a gift from an interdimensional gift. That's so cool. I bet am I the only one that has gotten that? I said, yes, you are. I'll say, yay, I'm special. Then he will say, but what is this mana about? I know about mana, but what is this key everyone is talking about? I mean, I can feel such a weird pressure coming from you and Lord Beerus. And no, he'll say Lord Kitty Cat. As Beerus say, oh, at least he got the Lord part right. And say, well, it's the power from our universe. We use life energy to, like stamina a lot to create stuff. To do magic. I said, what? As then we said, and you're special, Asta. You don't just have ki, you have mana as well, so you can create both. I said, oh, that's so cool. Then Asta would enter his god and would say, so this is something with ki? He'll say, well, it's a combination between your ki and mana, because somehow your mana and ki fused when Goku's power fused with you. I said, okay, so this is Goku's thing that he did to me? As he would simply say, yes, let's just see that. It was that when he did it. I said, cool. Then it turns back to normal. As now, Bears said, well, I want to train Kid in combat now. Whis would say, you remember to hold back, Lord Bears. I said, Lord Kitty Cat's gonna train me? Is he strong? Looked at Whis. Whis said, yes, but not as strong as me. I said, okay. Okay, Kitty Cat, get ready to get your ass kicked and then I'm gonna pet you all day. Lord Bears said, what? This kid got some attitude, Whis would say. Remember to hold back, Lord Bears. You don't want to make two Senos angry. Not especially the Asta's dimensional, because he is known for his rage and his raw power. You know that he's much more stronger than Lord Sen, right? Say, what? Yes, he said that he is the strongest one of all the Senos. And all that, so yeah. And let's say that there isn't any Supreme Seno, it's just the Senos. I don't know how many universes I will bring into this, but yeah, it will be more universes in this What If, maybe later. As it might be connected to an MMO or What If I would make later or something like that. But yes, Asta and Asta would say, look, okay, let's do this, kitty cat. Lord Burr say, okay, time to put you in your place, Asta. I said, what can a kitty cat do? Purr? I say, grr. I say, yep, they can just purr. As Asta will laugh about it, say, hehehe, gonna beat the kitty cat. As Lord Bear said, okay, enter your your god form. I said, do you mean the with red hair? I said, yes, with the red. I said, okay, I will call it Red Asta. I don't like the god thing. It sounds so long. It's just Red Asta, okay? As we said, yeah, you can call it that. Since you have fused it with your mana, you should be the one to name it, since you're the first one to ever do this. I said, yay. Okay, Red Asta. I just enter that and say, hey, come on, kitty cat, come at me. As Loberos just lands a punch on Asta, I said, ow, that hurts, but now I'm not done yet. As the Loberos said, surrender. I said, I'm not done yet. I'm not done, not done, not done. Loberos said, okay, I had to knock him out then to just make you give up. I said, I'm not done. And let's say that Asta is 10 years old now, so it was 5 years left. As Loberos said, oh god. Or say, okay, so this got the worst over the years, huh? As Whis would say, yes. Then I said, I'm not, so I started to scream like Goku does and say, I'm not done yet. As then I say, uh, as then enters Ultra Instinct, say, I'm not done yet. As little brother say, what the? I did I knew that he got Goku's god form and all that, but at the immense key, and I've seen his Super Saiyan form and that, but this is a little bit too much, ain't it? We say, what? He got Ultra Instinct, and not just that, he's born with, he can use it mastered Ultra form. I said, what is Ultra Instinct? He wouldn't say anything. He would say, just move around and dodge Spear's all his attacks. As Spear said, guess I have to enter my Ultra Instinct. As Lord Whis would say, yeah, but still, you need to hold back and pull your punch, right? Which, as he would say, yes, of course, I don't want to make both two sinners angry. Yeah, let's say that. As we dodge all Lord Bear's attack, even in Lord Bear's Ultra Instinct, then I said, then us would just kind of move like it's my turn to strike now. As this moves behind Bear's neck, chops him, all that. As he knocks out Bear's flat out, as Bear say, almost knocks Bear's out. Say, I guess I had to do some more power up. As we would kind of get worried. Then us just looked at the Bear say like, huh? You're not going all out? I ain't doing that either. I don't want to hurt Kitty Cat. As Cerberus will see this face say, so he's holding back on me? As he kinda get mad now, as he say, okay, I ain't get hold back on him anymore. As you say, think like, finally. Then Asta would release kinda part of his key as well. And Mona say, move around even faster now. As Pierce say, "Ah, damn it, he's so fast. Even though I have him at full power, I can't keep up with him all the time." As Asta just dodged all his fucking attacks, like it was nothing. Whis would be happy about that Asta achieved Ultra Instinct already, and Mastered version as well. And said, "This is epic." As Bird said, let Whis would say, Whis would just take from open a portal, like take out popcorns and like a drink, say, "I want to watch this fight longer." Donald said, "I'm gonna end this now." He fought and he said, then there's punches Larberus right, uppercuts Larberus and knocks Bears out. Then he transforms back, and then the fight stops. As just still in his Ultra Instinct, just talks to Lord Whis and say, "Wait, you can talk in your Ultra Instinct?" I said, "Ultra what?" Then he sees that he's going to say, "Oh, this is kinda cool. I call it Silver Asta." As Pierce Whis would say, "Yeah, you can call it, just call it that." As Pierce say, "Okay, this," as he would wake up, say, "Okay, this kid is strong as hell. Now we just train it so he can know how to use it and tap the internet all the time." As we said, "Of course, as you wish, my lord." As now they just went back there and say, No, actually, then now the skip ahead 4 years. Asta would be prepared to like leave this place back to his universe because he were told that he needed to return to his universe, to the planet that he was from, all that, and when he was 15. As he knew that he was 14, it was only a couple months left. As he would have spent the most time like training still, but let's say that Lord Senor now knew that Asta would still leave and all that, but Senor knew that he could visit him sometimes, but not as often as he did in Universe 7. Because of interdimensional reasons, that and Whis and Bears could visit him more often because they had more free time since they all was a destroyer and an angel. So yeah. In the few months Asta played with Lord Senor a lot, and say, "Yeah, it's so fun playing with you." And then Asta would kind of be sad to say, "Yeah, it's too bad I have to leave soon." And Lord Senor say, "Yeah, it is. I'm gonna miss you, Asta." I said, "I'm gonna miss you too, Senny." Oh God, my hair is so freaking annoying now. I did some stuff with my hair, like I said a hair specialist, and so talking about my hair because it kind of gets a little bit longer. It's kind of, since it's so thick, and also they need to do some stuff with it, and so they talked to me about it and said, and so as after that I was supposed to buy hair gel, but I didn't, so my hair is so fucking annoying now. So yeah, it's just right in my face all the time. And I don't have a headband. I wish I had a headband just like Asta. Probably gonna make one, buy one soon. But yeah, let's get back to the what if now. As Lord Senna, I left off where Lord Senna said, "I'm gonna miss you, Asta." Asta said, "Yeah, I'm gonna miss you too." Asta would still like 14 or like almost 15, so yeah, he would still play with Lord Senna because, like Senna, I mean, because he liked doing that with Senna and looked forward to that because the only thing he knew about was training and studying and all that. I said, as we would have still have taught him how to react with humans, all that, and interact with the one of the other opposite gender, all that. So Asta was a gentleman. No, he wasn't like a gentleman. He was like a normal person. Actually, yeah. Let's say that Whis would actually have taught Asta everything about his universe and his planet. So Asta knew about it and where he came from, and he could find out everywhere as Whis would have gotten a map, so Asta learned it outside and inside. And Asta would have learned instant transmission, he would have Kaioken, all that, but he won't be used them yet. I would say Red Asta is it calls SS no, let's say Super Saiyan God. Silver Asta. Yeah, and now the 15 years has passed. 15 years has passed as Lord Zeno from Asta's universe came to pick up Asta and leave him there. Said Asta would see him for the first time since it was baby. Say, "Oh, so you must be Lord Zeno from my dimension, right?" I said, "Yes, Asta, I am." I said, "Cool. I knew there was a dragon and all that, but wow, you're so big and so strong. I can feel this power. It's so immense. And your mon is off the charts." Let's say that Whis and Pierce would have like a slight idea of what mana was, or that like how to sense mana. But Lord Zeno and Daishin would send it as they would go there and say goodbye to Asta and say, "Oh, hi Zeno." I said, "Hi Zeno." I said, let's say that Lord Zenny said it first. "Hi Zeno," or may I call you Lord Zenny? I Zeno will just kind of laugh at me and say, "Yeah, you can, yeah." "Nah, you call me Lord Zeno. It's just Asta that can call me that," and Goku. I said, "Okay, got it, Zeno." Then I said, "Okay, time to go, Asta." I said, "Yes," as then we just hug Lord Zeno, say, "Bye, Zeno." Then I just hug Daishinken. Daishinken would be surprised but say, "What?" I said, "Bye, Daishinken. Take take care of Lord Zeno for me, will ya?" I said, of course, of course, Asta." Then I said, uh, "Bye, Whis," as they would hug him a little bit longer and all that. Said, "I promise you will come visit me sometime." He said, "Of course," as Whis said, "You can come visit us anytime as well." I said, I try to do that later when I get the chance to." Then I said, look at Bears, as when I was about to leave, I said, just hug him and say, "Bye." I said, no name?" I said, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that." Then I just hug him again and say, "Bye, Lord Kate." I suppose say Lord Katie. Then I said, "Lord Bears." Bear said, he finally said it, didn't he? As Lord Bear, we would say, "Well, you know that he actually talked about just Lord. He actually planned to say that all along when he left." I said, "What?" He said, "Yes, he just wanted to piss you off all this time. He had the goal to piss you off all the time, Lord Bears." I said, "That kid, when I get my hands on him, I will hack," as Lord Sand said. "Don't you dare hack my friend. You already threatened Goku with that. I know about that," as Bear said. "What? I'm so sorry, Lord Sand. I'm so sorry. Apologies, sir." I just bow down and say, dunk his head like in the ground and say, so apologies, 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 apologies. I said, okay, you can stop that now." So now we switch back to Asta and Sen before they left. Said Sen was telepathically told Asta to get on his back. I said, "What? I can't." He said, "Just do it." I said, climbed up and said, "Whoa, I get to ride a dragon. Cool. Awesome." I said, "Yeah." As the Luciano smiled, said, "Yeah." As Luciano would have this Lord Seno dimension, Black Clover Seno would have the personality of Ignil. He would basically be Ignil but a Seno thing, as he would be like a universal, no, a dimensional ruler. So yeah, as they went back to Asta's planet, Lord Sen would say, "Well, this is where I believe in you now. I think you I think you can find a place to stay for now, Asta." I said, "Of course." They said, "Oh," and then I said, "Oh, Lord Seno." I said, "Yes, what is it, Asta? Can I come to train with you anytime when I have time?" I said, "Yeah, sure, why not?" as you need to go to talk to me with you need this as this throws a brick to two buttons to Asta. Say, oh, then said the green like this like the purple thing circle you have. It's for getting to me. No, let's say he doesn't get that. He can telepathically teleport him with instant transmission. I said, well, you know how to use instant transmission, Asta, right? He said, yes. Well, just search for my key, then just teleport to me when you want to train. I said, okay. Bye, Seno. I said, bye, Asta. Asta and Seno was fly within all ultra speed on that. And I will make so Asta will get kind of like a angel guardian, maybe later. If you want that, he will get an angel, maybe. Then Asta would be teleported to the place where he was found, as it was near Harsh village, as he would just walk there. Well, but let's say that this was some days before Asta turned 15. Not actually when he turned 15, but there's a month or two before they got the grimoires. Asta just walked there to the village and say, oh, this must be a Harsh village, as he has knocked on the church door and say, hello, is this Harsh village? They say, yes. I said, is it any problem if I stay here? They said, no, of course, welcome in. I said, thank you, sir. Then Asta asked if he can like live here or something because I don't have a home. He said, oh, you don't have a home, but you're still 15. I said, yeah, I have lived in the wild. I've been raised by someone else that was moving along, but they couldn't raise me anymore, so I couldn't live with them anymore, so I had to get back to where I was found when I was a baby 15 years ago. I was found in a crater, apparently. As I went to that crater and just booked here. I say, wait, a crater? I said, yes. It's like 2 kilometers out slightly northeast of here. I said, wait, you're that kid? I said, what kid? It was right here. We found a crater after a bright light just come and just struck down there 15 years ago. I said, oh, about that, yeah, I got actually hit by that. I said, what? I said, yes, I somehow survived it, I don't know how. Then was fail Asta's mom say, whoa, you're pretty amazing mom, kid. Oh, my name is Asta. I said, oh. I said we said all their names. I don't remember all their names. I only remember Sister Lily and like Yuno's name. As you know, that here that someone is talking about the light that happened 10 years ago, and someone that was 15 I was actually survived. So I was walking out to see that. And then you saw a fellow kid. Then I said, oh, who is this? They said, oh, my name is Yuno, said Yuno. I said, oh, my name is Asta. Nice to meet you. As I reached out his hand, as Yuno just shake it to say, oh, got a strong grip, you know. As Yuno said, same thing about you. I said, so, how long is it until we get to grimoires? I only knew that will be sometime when I was 15. That's why they sent me back here now. I said, well, it's now 1 month. I said, okay. As Asta lived there for 1 month, got familiar with everything, helped out with all the chores. He would use his energy magic to help with everything and all that. Just, you'd be surprised. Say, what magic do you have? I said, I don't know. I think it's called energy magic. I said, wow, I never heard of that magic before. Let's just say that Wish King would hear these rumors about that kid that has some new medical energy magic and so, as he can create many different things with this energy magic. As well as the rumors said that he could teleport from place to place without just and indirects in seconds, like an instant transmission. Like immediately as he thoughts about it, he can teleport away. As one day Oswald sensed that someone was running there, like then I see the dust coming right from the capital. I say, I wonder who that will be. As if what ironically then said, the Wizard King, huh? He already had heard about my rumors about my magic, huh? As the one Wizard King was ran up to us said, so what magic do you have? I never heard of energy magic before. I said, as he was talking really fast, I said, calm down, Wizard King. As let's say the Wizard King would be in disguise, but still, I said, calm down, Wizard King. I said, wait, what? I said, I was really just said, oh shit, as he makes sure that nobody else here to say come here, Asta just took him into the woods under a demon skull where he knew no one else would be, because he had claimed that for his private training, so not even Juno knew about this place, but he left Asta alone there, as he would just yell Asta really high to get Asta to come back now when there was food and that. I said, come here. I led him to the demon skull, said, here. So I'm sorry but for telling, sorry for that, I didn't know. Sorry for that, I didn't, I wasn't sure if I should tell everyone that you were whisking or not. That's why I took you here. I said, oh, but how did you know? I said, well, it's my magic and I've read books about it. I know about you a lot. My parents taught me everything. Like, my parents, the people that raised me taught me everything about this kingdom, or Clover Kingdom, and the other kingdoms as well. As well about everything about the Medic Knight squads and all that. So I know very much, a lot too. Said, oh, you must have some impressive and smart parents. I said, yes, they are very smart and strong. They're probably stronger than you, said King. They're probably as strong as, they're at least 10 times stronger than me. For now, at least. My goal is to become stronger than them. Then, I don't know what to do then. But I will become a Medic Knight at least too. So, as Wisdom will say, oh, that's awesome. So, but can you tell me more about your medic? I should get those geek eyes and talk fast again. I said, yeah, sure, if you promise to not, like, tell anyone. I want to keep it a secret for most. I mean, the people at the church know about my medic, but I don't really want to create any. I don't want everyone to know that I have this type of medic and all that, as it's very, since I'm the first one to have it and probably the only one that will ever have it. As Yuri said, why so? I said, have you heard about like the mysterious light that came 15 years ago, struck down about 2 kilometers north of the Harsh Village Church? He said, yes. I said, well, that light struck me. That's why it's a crater. And like a kind of pedestal where I was on the normal ground. I said, still grass there as well, on that place. He said, wait, so you survived that light? I said, yes, and it's from that light that I got my energy magic. And I've heard that phenomenon will never happen again. I said, okay, and all that. So yeah, then Asta would just tell him like some things about his magic, but he wouldn't show his red Asta or silver Asta, or not his yellow Asta. No, let's call it golden Asta. And this will have he would change his he won't change his hair to like Super Saiyan 3 thing. He will go immediately to Super Saiyan 3, but he won't have that hair color change. Like no hair style change at all. All his hair will spike up and so. But yeah, then we'll explain everything about his medic, what he can do, and create many different things and all that. We can say okay. Then we just get a call from Mushroom Head slash Marks. Then I said, oh, so this must be your Marks, right? Then I just talk to him, say, but how? It will say, how did you know that? As Mushroom Head say, oh, Marks say, but how did you know my name? I said, I know a lot of things, and I knew a lot that I saw right through the Wizard King's disguise as well. It's probably due to my magic and all that. As he asked the Wizard King to not tell Marks about his true magic about that. Wait, as he asked the Wizard King to, as Marks said, but how did you know about that? I said, well, I know a lot of things, my parents taught me everything. And Marks said, okay, but the Wizard King needs to come back to his job soon. I said, yeah, he will come back soon, we're almost done talking. Marks said, fine, but he needs to come back immediately then. Asta said, of course. Oh shit, my recording is crashed, I don't know what the fuck happened, maybe it's because my battery percent on my phone is so fucking low, but yeah. As I remember last, I will just say what I remembered last, so make sure that everything gets connected. It is that Asta said, wait, so hi Marks, you must be Marks then. As Marks would have said to the whiskey nose, come back to work now. He said, but how do you know? I said, well, I know a lot of things. One of them is that I saw right through the Whisking's disguise as well. Sirius was scratched his head and said, yeah, this kid's something else, really something special. And they were excited when you take the Nomadic Knights entering exam. I said, I'm for that too. Then Marx said, but how did you do that? Is something with the medic? What medic do you have? I said, that's a secret. I can't tell you for now. You have to wait until the medic entrance exam. He said, fine. And Sten would ask Julius to not tell anyone, no captain at all. I said, fine. And Sten also said, well, I gotta make sure she does it so Marx doesn't find out with his memory magic. So just for safety reasons, I will just lock it away, so like it won't be accessible. You will remember it, but only I will be able to unlock it for you, so you can tell anyone else. I said, okay, sure. No, he didn't do that. He said that make sure that you doesn't tell anyone, or I will come after you, Wizard King. He's gonna say, okay, sure. I promise I won't. I said, good. Then 1 month has passed. They will get the grimoires now. As they walked in there, Asta would walk in there as well. Let's say that Whis and Beers was kind of better in the disguise and all that. As Daishinken and Senna would be the two in disguise. No, they would just be watching from Lord Senno's world. And so from Ignil Senno, yeah, the Black Clover Senno's palace, as they would be there to watch. Because Senno said that you can't go there, but Whis and Beers can. I said, okay. Asta would notice them, but wouldn't really mind them at all. As Beers and Whis would have to disguise themselves, kinda. Whis couldn't have like his annual clothes, like his halo around himself or that. As the way then they would have known about 4-leaf clovers and all that. Said, I wonder how many clovers he will get. First said, well, as I haven't studied, he'll probably at least get a 4-leaf clover. Maybe a 6-leaf clover or something, because he was raised by gods from another different universe. I don't know. As they would have know about the 6-leaf clovers, as like Lord Senno would have told them about Ignil Senno would have told them about every single different clover and so. I'd be like, huh. Then Asta would just wait to say, when will I agree more calm? As everyone would be surprised by to say, what the? His bond is so freakishly strong that does it come? Then Asta would say, feel something, say, wait, it's too big or something. Then say, went outside. As then the Grimoire Tower start to kind of crumble. All that as the tower and some of the roof would just go break, as they also a giant grimoire up in the sky as coming towards Asta, as Asta would say, whoa. And it will be giant because Asta's immense power level, as he learned how to condense his mana from a very young age, so he wouldn't kill anyone by his mana pressure. Said, whoa, is that my grimoire? As Beers and Lord Whis would say, okay, that kid kind of went overboard, but maybe it's because of gokus power. As we say, yeah, it probably is, though. Then they would come down to Asta. Asta just went outside because he felt that he needed to go outside. As they all saw Asta grabbing the grimoire coming down to Asta. Asta touched it. Let's say that this grimoire was almost as big as the grimoire tower in height, and was more than double as thick, as would have like so many goddamn pages. Then as just touched it, then it would shrink down to a normal grimoire size. Us would have no problem lifting it because, yeah, it would actually lay as kind of like no gravity at it at all. And us just looked at the front page to see like it's not just a clover on it, that's like different things too. It's a dragon's head. No, it's not. It's like a 6-leaf clover No, 4-leaf clover with 2 hidden leaves. Because yes, it would be like very hidden leaves, but no one else would see this except for Ignil. Ignil Seno he wouldn't say anything about it. So he got a 4-leaf clover, but it's not just a normal one, it's the 4-leaf clover. I didn't know that he would get my grimoire as comparison to mine. As Lord Sensei, wait, do you have a grimoire too? As Lord Sensei, of course, I'm from this dimension, everyone got a grimoire here. Even gods. So you have a god of destruction too, where are they? Oh, they are not in this universe that I'm watching off. This is my universe, they are in the others. So I got like one of my own that I take care of. I said, okay. So maybe I should do that too, said Lord Seni to Daishinken. Daishinken said, that's a wonderful idea. But maybe not as big as the other universes, said Lord Seno. As Daishinken said, yeah, that's probably right. It's easier for Lord Seno here to take care of it, as he's much faster and all that. As Lord Seno said, yeah, it is. And I have all the kind of more strong than you, Seni. He didn't say Seni, he would say Seno, but for reference, I would say Seni. As everyone would see that giant grimoire shrink out of size, as they wouldn't bother trying to battle Asta at all. And the nobles wouldn't try to battle Juno either. Because they saw that Asta and Juno was friends. They said that if they mess with Juno, they might get Asta on their heads. And for that, they does definitely not want that to happen. It's now Asta and the Juno with this fist bump, as everyone sees say real fat to see. No, Asta would say, no, they wouldn't fist bump. Us, Juno say, I will become the Wizard King. Us said, okay, I don't really care about that, but sure, why not? Juno said, but with that of your power, you could probably rival the Wizard King already. I said, yeah, I probably could, as he knew that he was strong, even stronger than the Wizard King already. Then Asta would say, if you excuse me. As he walked away, then I telepathically told Lord Bears and we just say, follow me if I know that you're there. I say, they would kind of smile and say, his stance doesn't go down at all, As they think on Lord Sen would say, may we visit now too? He would say, when they have arrived at that point. As they wait until Asta arrived at the Demon Skull. As he would say, first he would have told Juno to just go back to the church, I will come back soon. I just need to do something. Said, okay. Then Lord Bears and the Weezers take off their disguises. Asta said, I knew that you was there too. You know, I could hear you telepathically talking and all that, so yeah. Said, damn, we need to talk on a different wave rate or something. I said, no, I just felt your key and knew exactly what you were talking about. I felt your key and saw it was easy to tell me everything about what you're saying. Then we look up the sky and say, I can see you too, Lord Seni and Seno, and you too, Daishinken. As Sen would say, no, you can go, Seni, and Daishinken. Say, thank you, Seno. As this went there, I said, it's a long time no see. As here's hugged, we say, I missed you, Dad. We say, oh, what? Why, thank you, Goku. Asta, I was about to say Goku, I don't know why. Yes. As now, they say, so, how have you been all these months? I said, I have been great actually. It's been really nice living here at the church. They're also nice and all that. As you have seen, I met Juno. He's the same age as me. I've already met the Wizard King and all that as well. And he's pretty weak. As we said, well, you did inherit one of the universe. One whose power that was rivaling even gods of destructions, even stronger than Lord Beerus here. And probably stronger than all the god of destructions here. I said, what? So I'm stronger than Beerus? No. we should say, well, until you've learned how to control your power fully, in raw power, yes, but in battle experience, you're not. I said, oh, I want to fight some strong dudes later. He said, I'm sure you'll meet some strong dudes, people that strong dudes, strong people in this, like, on other people's skill, not your skill. I said, of course. Then I say, oh, hi, Lord Kitty. And Slowbro said, don't you, the, I know that you just tried to say that for 15 years to piss me off. I said, oh, okay. So Reese told you, huh? Slowbro said, yes, he did. Asta would just look at Reese say, why did you do that? You destroyed all the fun. As Reese would say, well, I couldn't exactly lie to him anymore because he tried to actually figure it out himself. I said, so Kitty Cat got a brain, huh? Good Kitty Cat. I just clapped, kind of stroked the Reese. Now Bears on the back say, good Kitty Cat. As Bears say, oh damn it, Kitty. And then Daishinkan and Lord Sani would just appear and say, oh, it's you. As then just hug Daishinkan said, long time no see. As it was been a month, but kind of long time for Asta. I said, yes, it has. As just hugged Asta back, which surprised this wish say, oh, father got emotional. As Daishinkan look at him and say, say that again, I will erase you from existence. We say, okay. As he knew that he didn't mean it, but he understand what he meant. To say, oh, Lord Senny, as his strip just took Senny and just hugged him all day long, for a long while, as Senny would just hug him all the way too. Said, Lord Senny, I missed you. As Senny was up here, I missed you too. Then, the Lord Ignil Seno would say, it's time for you to go. As us would say, oh, missed you. I only barely met you now, as they say. We'll visit you soon, Asta, when we can. I said, yeah, sure. As Sen would say to Whis and Beers that you can stay a little bit longer. I think you have something that you both will like. I say, oh yeah, it's. Then Asta would hear a voice say, Asta, time for food. It's time for dinner. Whis and Beers say, dinner? I said, yeah, they're really delicious food here. Yum. Even more delicious than, almost as delicious as, they even have pudding. As Beer's eyes would go, but pudding? I haven't tasted that at all. I never got to taste it. As he would kind of remember that, like Boo would do that and say, pudding? I said, yes, we'll have pudding today to celebrate our Grimoire selection and all that. As we would say, oh yeah, sure. As then us said, well, I can't have you disguised as a kitty cat and all that, so you need to change forms. We say, you see stuff say, oh yeah, we can fix that. As Whis would just appear like in the, he would still have that blue skin and all that, but he would use it as his magic. And Bears would just have like a, he would actually be disguised more as a human, so his ears would kind of be, as they were just Asta and Whis would just combine like their god powers and like Asta's key on mono to transform Bears to look like a more human person or humanoid person or something like that. As the Asta walked into the church, they wondered, who are they? Asta said, oh, they're the ones that raised me. May I present you Bears and Whis? Say Whis? As there's a Bears, and they say Asta say, well, if you wonder why they look so different, it's because of their unique magic. Their magic doesn't have a name. All that. As they would say, so where's the grimoires? I said, well, the grimoires, let's say that he would excuse that Whis has his grimoires in his staff, stored in his staff, as Whis would still have a staff and all that, and Beer's grimoire is hidden in his clothes. Is Beer's grimoire, well, it's kinda, he got a special one. I have never seen his grimoire actually. I don't know where it is, but I only know that Whis' grimoire is in his staff. So okay, Then oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you that they love food. They say, oh, that's great. I said, okay, so you promised pudding today, right? They say, of course, we made pudding just as you asked, Asta. I said, yay, as he had tasted pudding before us bears, and we Swedish pull him and say, you have tasted pudding before, kid? I said, yeah, what about it? They say, you're dead meat. I said, well, I needed to taste it to make sure you didn't blow up this planet. Because I know how mysterious you can be, Lord Bears, when you how cranky you can be when it doesn't get tasty food. As we just left say, well, he is Lord Bears after all. I said, yeah. Then I said, well, let's try this. They have different types of pudding as well. As Bears say, what, different types? I said, yes, they are all types of pudding now. And yeah, also pot potatoes. I don't know if you'll like it, Lord Bears. But let's taste the pot potatoes first. As Bears taste and say, nice texture on that. Um, Flavor is good, then he just brain will melt down and say, so delicious, as he and we sort of say that together, say, it's so delicious. As they say, glad you enjoyed it. As they will look at us, said, they always looked at us, said, whenever they get taste great food, when they have never ate before, as bears would just eat it, then I said, bears, please restrain yourself. The others won't get any food otherwise. Bears say, fine, I won't. And let's say that Asta learned how to control this food, eating, all that until they get to a squad. But, so yes, because they were like the only one that could feed Asta full. So then I said, yeah, time for pudding now. As Asta brought out all the pudding. Then he had reserved one of each for himself. Then he just gave uh, one of each to Bears and Whis, as everyone else got one of each, as to say, here you go. Then Bears said, which one should I taste first? As Whis would say, why not taste everyone? As they would say, well, why not don't we all just taste it all together the same? Bears said, maybe we should do that actually. Ross said, well, let's just begin with the banana, no, the pineapple one. The rest tastes like, delicious, the bear we say. So delicious, the flavor, the contrast, and everything. As everyone wouldn't be surprised anymore, but they would kind of be like, oh yeah. As they us would have said, okay, they're always like this actually. As we would say that already, but then we just say that again to make sure that everyone heard it again. So then I said, okay, as then for the last one, the chocolate pudding. As then I said, the best for the last. The spirit say, what? You said the best for last? I said, yes, of course, so I wanted to ruin the others for you. The spirit say, you know your stuff, kid. I said, of course, Beerus. Then Asta and Blueberries and the Whisper say, delicious. Their muscles melting so. As someone surprised say, wait, Asta's melting too? I said, this is so, yes, because the chocolate pudding is the best. As Beers and Whisper just agreed to say, I never tasted anything. Then it was kinda, as say, sciencey. Now I kinda regret eating it. I said, let me guess, it's because you never have all other foods will won't live up to this taste. They would say, yes, but I said, well, that's kind of all the food we have here now. Shall we go out and say our byes? Then everyone just eat up all the other stuff. So then we, Asta and Bears West walk out and said, well, it was good meeting you, Dad. And Lord Kitty Cat, he said, and your beers too. Then he would give Whis the recipe of pudding in secret to Bears when it noticed. As he would just whisper to, and then when he hugged Whis, said, use it only when Bears is angry. And keep it a secret from him too, so he won't know. As we said, yeah, sure. Then Bears would say, "What are you whispering about?" I said, "Nothing, nothing at all, Bears." Yes, some father and son moments. Then Hug Bear say, "Yeah, Bears, I hope you enjoyed the pudding. You won't get it anymore." As Bear say, "What?" I said, "Yeah, it's this was a special occasion." As Bear say, "Okay, fine." Then I said, "Well, there's at least pudding on Earth and your universe, I heard, in your dimension, right, Whis?" Said, "Yes, but there's no one there that can make pudding anymore." I said, "Oh, I didn't know about that." But Asta knew about that. Whis had this recipe. I should use it for like beers sometimes, actually only a few times. So especially when beers was really mad or something. And then we was leave. I said bye. I said bye, Asta. Yeah, and where I left off, I think it was when Whis and Bears left the Black Clover universe. Yeah. Sorry about the noise I'm eating currently. Sorry about too, I shake my keyboard. Yeah, this is very much noisy video today, ain't it? As now that Bears and Reese had left, Ostvist walked back into the church. As they were asked what he did and where was his friends, they said they had to leave to go back to their home. They said okay. As where I left off was, I think, yeah, it was when Ostvist walked in to the church again after Reese and Bears had left. As they would ask, your friend, where did your friends go? I said, oh, they went home. They need to take care of some things there, so they had to leave now. They were only here for like to celebrate and see my grandma and all that. They said, oh, okay, that's cool, fine, everything. Then Asta went to bed that night and he had a weird dream that something would come to this world. No, he had like a future sight about something that would happen, but he didn't know what it was. It was like, let's say that he saw the future of the entrance exam yesterday when he went. Just he has done the next day. He immediately called, like telepathically talked to Whis and said, "Hey Whis," he said, "I got some weird vision last night." I said, "What do you mean?" "Well, I saw when I know like the route of everything about how to go to the Magic Knight's entry exam from here. I saw the route of everything what I would do with Juno when we went there." I say, this kinda gets me worried, Asta. Asta would ask why, because as we said, it seems that you have some future sight ability sometimes. I said, okay. I see you kind of be worried about this too, but still not. I said, maybe it has to do something with gokus power, something maybe. Could he do this? He said, no, he couldn't. Maybe it has to do something with something else. Maybe the effect with that you, like that your mana and gokus power like fuse or something. I said, yeah, probably. That's probably it. Instead, the next month's training afterwards, train all that as Whis and Bears would sometimes visit, but they was just visit Asta and not stay and eat. As Sandy just arrived sometimes just to play with Asta. And first time they went there, Asta had actually managed to create like a he could use his magic to create balls on that, but he was play with the ball, like a energy ball, and play with it when Senny and Daishinkan were arrived and said, "Oh, Senny, hi!" As he just ran towards him and hugged him, say, "And hi, Daishinkan," gave him a quick hug like that. So Daishinkan and Senny would ask, "Very interesting. What did you do before we arrived? I saw that you played with that energy ball." Austin, "Oh, I just created a ball. Didn't have nothing to do. I just finished my training all that." Senny would say, "Can you teach me?" I said, "Of course I can." As he has created a little bit smaller ball for Senny because he was so small that so Senny then said, "When the ball comes down, you just like flicks your foot up and down." He said, "Okay." As he tried 2 times, then he said, I can't do it." I said, "Just try again." This time Sen would get it. Sorry, it was the fucking Audi R8 V10 that V10. Sorry about that. And it was an Audi R8 V10. That's raced right through, like on the road besides my house, near my apartment that I live in. As Daichik said, "Oh, let's get back into the water." If Sen would have just have arrived to visit Asta, and they would see that Asta played with an energy ball. Asta would tell Sen about it, and then yeah, and Sen would say, Sen would try once. They say, Then he tried again. Say, "I can't do it." Asta said, "Just try one more time. I think you should get it." Then Sen would just get it, and right on his first try. Then was able to do like a kick with his when the ball comes on the other side. He just move automatically, just kick and all that. I said, "You got it, Senny." He said, "Yay!" As that she would be impressed, said, "So, Asta, how long did it take for you to perfect this technique?" Asta said, "Well, the boys here just play with a normal ball, so I just saw it, and well, I just thought of something, then just created a ball and just didn't have nothing to do, so I played with it, got it on the first try." Maybe it's because of who I am or that Senna has. After all, I heard that Senna never did something like this before. Said yes, he has always been in his castle as taking care of the universes. Asta said, "That's kinda boring." Senna would say, "Yeah, it's kinda boring actually. That's why I got Goku as a friend, and now I got you too." I said, "Yes, of course." Then I said, then we play with the balls for a while. Then Sen would say, "Well, I guess I have to return now." I said, "Well, feel free to visit me anytime soon. Whenever you want to. Almost. Just check." Then I said that she could just check with me before you go, so there's not something like just telepathically talk to me before, of course, as Asta said, and don't just sneak peek on me like that again. Daishik could say, "Why?" I said, I might be with a girl or something, having fun. I don't want you to like disturb me there," because Daishik said, "Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I forgot that you humans actually do that and stuff." Us said, "Well, you would have done that as well sometimes because you have children." As Daishik said, "Well, kinda, yes, but I can't explain how." I said, "Okay." And then, like, the months would have passed on. Now it was time for, like, Asta and Juno to go for a magic entrance exam. Everyone would say, cheer for Juno, said, "Good luck, Juno, and good luck, big brother Asta." I said, "Thank you." Asta would have known his birthday. It was, 13th of April. As for Juno, it would still be 4th of October, that day when he was found by the church. Outside the church and that. As that is the same day as the star struck down on Asta. No, Asta would be born in like couple of weeks before Juno arrived. Like, no, I don't know. Asta would be 2 months. Yeah, he would be born on the 8th. No, 3 months actually. He would be born on the 4th July. No, yeah, 4th July actually, I will choose that date, so it will be exactly 4 months. I think it's 4 months, no, it's 3 months. Yeah, 3 months before the star struck down on Asta. Asta would like be abandoned on there like a day before this energy struck down on Asta. As now they would travel to the capital. Asta would have just talking to Whis all the time. Now after that, when they got arrived to the capital, Asta would just there immediately called Whis on his like telepathically said it happened exactly the same as the dream. Yuna said exact same things. We stopped at the exact same times. Everything. Whis said, "This makes me worried, Asta. I think you have something else too." I said, "Yeah, I will contact you whenever I get another one." Whis said, "Good." Then was the end the call. Yuna said, Yuna would ask, "What did you do?" I said, "Nothing. I spaced out." Yuna said, "Yeah, I've seen that you does that sometimes." Then let's go and enter the register and ask when Asta showed his grimoire. The first unit said, "Oh, wait, a 4-leaf clover," with a guy in the rest would say, "That's super rare. I've never seen one before." Then when Asta go there, he could barely make it out because it was so like glowing and had so much mana pouring out of it. Asta would have tried. No, Asta would have stopped the mana overflowing and running out from it. As we show his grimoire, as the guy said, "It's too bright. I can't sense anything." Asta said, "Oh yeah, sorry about that." Then he just shuts the mana off that's leaking out of his grimoire. Said, "This should be better." As now he shows it the grimoire to the guy again and says that yeah, that's this much better. As he could make out as a 4-leaf clover too. I said yeah. As he had like shrunken down his grimoire because you know how big it is before Asta got it. Yeah, it will be that he will actually use his full grimoires later on in the entrance exam actually, just because to impress the captains all that. I need to say that everyone that saw Asta's giant grimoire wouldn't tell anyone about it at all, so the Whiskin wouldn't know about it so at all. As when they walked in, no anti-magic birds was near Asta. And then Jan would have sensed, wait, what is this key? It's so massive and that pressures. It feels like someone is holding back as well. Then he was striking to Asta and say, "Hey kid," Asta said, "What? What is up with your key?" Asta said. "So you know about key too, huh?" Asiyama said, "Of course. It's the technique from my homeland." I said, "Well, it's the technique my parents taught me as well. They said that I was born with immense mana and immense. They said I should ask Yami, do you remember the light that struck down in the northeast section almost near the Diamond Kingdom and the Grand Medic Zone 15 years ago?" He would say, "Yes." I said, "Well, there's a crater there, and you know what? I was in the crater, on the top middle of it. I was struck by the light. That's why we believe my parents, the one that raised me, believe that's why I have so much immense ki and mana." Like he was said that my parents believe that's why I have so much ki. Yamures actually believe him because he sensed the kid that he wasn't lying at all. Said, "Okay, I believe you, kid." I said, "Huh, you better do." And let's say that Asta was a lot taller. He will be as tall as Whis. Maybe a head taller than Whis, but Whis would be taller with his hair up and all that. But yeah, a head taller than Whis, I think. So he also would be like 6'3". Yeah, 6.3 foot. I don't know why I'm using foot. It's just easier to measure like height on people sometimes in how you, because they're measured in video games and all that. No, in Black Clover universe I think they're measured in feet or centimeters. I don't really care, but yeah, he'll be like 6'3" or something. As yeah, we'll just see this that he asked was actually a head taller than Jami. And let's say yeah, let's know a bit kind of big bit taller than Jami. Yammer said, "Whoa, you're pretty tall for a kid." I said, "Yes, I am." as everyone would actually start to notice that Asta was so freakishly tall. As Yuna said, "Oh God, they have already noticed how," Asta said, "Yeah, I accidentally left the lock on." Asta then shrink down to a little bit, said, "I need to be used to transform. I need to be used with this transformation to make me shorter." Someone said, "Wait, so how tall exactly are you?" I said, "I'm 6.3 foot, normally." Yam said, "What?" I said, "Yes, this is just a transformation." As now his transformation, he was just as tall as Yami. Yam said, "Okay, so, but why did I accidentally release there?" I said, "Well, when I lost focus on controlling, keeping that spell up, because it's kinda like heavy to control all that. I haven't perfected it yet." As we just said that, "Yeah, you probably will never do that." I said, "Why?" "Because I haven't perfected the transformation either. Like that one that I used on Beers and me." I said, "Just talk to us." She said, "Okay." I would say that it's a spell that I will never be able to master. Yama said, "Why?" I said, "Well, it's hard enough to manipulate how you look, but how to manipulate your height and still look the same, that's extremely hard." I should say, "Okay, if you doesn't have that as your natural magic." Yama said, "Okay." Then the entrance exam began, the captors walked in. Asta then decided to talk to We said, "So can I actually release my height now?" He said, "Yes, you should probably do that so you can focus on the test more." I said, "Okay, good." As he released his height transformation, as captors just noticed that some mono just got released. They tracked down to the kid and said, "What did I do?" Then they saw the kid just started to tower around all the others. They say, "What the?" Austin looked and said, "Oh yeah, sorry, but I guess you don't know about my transformation. I am actually taller than I was before because I used a transformation spell, height transformation spell, to make me be short because of my immense height." They'll be like, "Okay, yeah, we don't want to bother him." Then there was the broom test. Ostis looked at broom and said, "We can I show them?" We said, "Yes, but just make it so you actually release this mana so they won't wonder what's happening." As Ost would say, "Okay." As Ostis started to float and release the mana at the same time. As they all wonder how can he float under since the mana like pulsing out of Asta. They'd be like, "Oh, so he can use his magic to float, huh?" The Capras would be impressed by this. Jan would have sensed that he actually used ki and that he used both ki and mana somehow. I said, "But how can he use ki and mana?" "Maybe it is because that kid told me everything, that he was raised by someone that knew about ki and taught him how to use it more immensely than him." Then it was for the marksmanship, where they should shoot a target. Ostis created a ki blast from his hand and said, "Fire, ki blast." I said, "Just okay, let's make it a spell like his magic will be, what do I say, energy magic." Energy medic key blast. I said energy medic key blast as he opened his grimoire and just used the spell. Yes, let's say that and key blasts. Yeah, so he would fire multiple key blasts everywhere, and so at the target, at his all his targets said they will all hit bullseye. Then came for the seed growing test. Ostis really just aced it. We just talked to him and said how he did. He did good on our test. Then it was the knowledge test. Ostis cut the connection with Whis. Whis just said, "I understand." Because Asta wouldn't want any advice from Whis or disturbance when he focused on the test. He would actually get like 4 out of 5. He wouldn't ace it, but he would get pass as a 4 out of 5. No, 5 out of 5 actually, because he's a battle genius as well. Then it was for wait, do we have the marksman test, seed going test, a creation test? Asta said, Then was contact we said, you know what is creation medic? Does it count if I transform? I said, I mean, it's some sort of creation, I guess. But then I said, yeah. Then I said, maybe I should just. Then I was focused that I should create something with my energy, maybe. Then he uses his energy, is just making an immense energy ball. Captures with a seed, say, what will he do now? Aston used as kinda picks on it with his fingers, just kinda forms it just like clay, spins it around and all that, and then when he stops spinning the energy ball around, they will have a statue of himself. No, not by himself, of the first Wizard King and the Demon Skull, all that, as they would see this at miniature. They would see it was extremely detailed. As even the trees would be detailed, as they could just see the details on the leaves on it, as they'd be so impressed by this. So Asta would get a 10 out of 5 in creation. We should say, impressive. You did better than I thought. I thought you would just say transformation. Asta said, well, I guess that does it complete as creation magic. Now it was time for the combat proportion. As Seki won't go near Asta at all, because he saw that Asta towered over everyone here. Even the tallest of the captains, Figolian. As for Juno, he will still be challenged by the same noble. As for Asta though, no one wants to battle him, I said. Asta the science says, As the captain see, oh shit, nobody wants to challenge him. Then I said, crap. Reese would say, oh, as I thought, I didn't think anyone, I thought actually someone would actually challenge you. I said, well, I guess that nobody wants to challenge me, since I'm so freakishly tall and could do so well on all the other tests. Then captains would say, nobody wants to choose him then. Then they would say, hey, hey kid, they'd say, yes, sir, yes, sir, captains. Yeah, yes, captains, I would just say that, they say, since nobody wants to challenge you, you could pick one captain to fight. I said, thought, okay. Then it says, can I choose two, please? They'll say, if you want to get beaten, sure, I said. I picked that the guy over there, as he pointed at Yami, then he said, and then he say, I pick Captain Yami of the Yamisuki hero from the Black Bulls and Figolion's Vermilion from the Crimson Lion Kings. I say, okay. Then both of them you would jump and say, you're pretty tall for being a 15-year-old. I said, well, of course. I was struck by that weird light before. As Figolin said, wait. Yam would know, but said, then Figolin said, wait, and you survived that? Like 15 years ago, yes. If you have been investigating the crater, you would see that there's like the middle of the crater, it's like a grass plateau, where the ground actually was. He would say, yes, I have been there. I said, well, I was on that grass plateau. Then the ones that raised me found me there. Taught me about everything, about everything, about the capital, about the Medic Knights, the Cleric Kingdom, everything, so I know almost everything here. I can the map out in and out and everything, so I know your magic as well. Not your spells, because that would be cheating. I didn't want to learn your spells, but I know your magics. As he would say, you have fire magic, some strong one as well. So there was like a gem said, you have dark magic, are extremely rare. And I have energy magic. I probably got it from the light that came struck down on me. Then Figolin would be impressed, but that he knew all that and said, impressive kid. Seems like you know your studies, but can you fight? I said, of course I can. Shall we begin? They said, your move first. I said, no, I want you to strike me first. They said, okay. Your choice. Asta said, good. Just attack me when you're ready. They'd be like, okay kid, you gotta get knocked back now. Sorry for the sounds, I stayed off my keyboard. And then, yes, in a what if, get back to the what if now, Yami and Figolnim just start to attack Asta. Asta just dodged them, then he caught their fist when they tried to punch him. I said, I guess we start holding back more, huh, and stop dodging. They'd be like, wait, so you're still also holding back? I said, wait, you're holding back seriously? He heard a sign say, go all out, please. If you have to, just go all out already. Just like, okay. Then just attack Asta again with all the power. Asta was still able to dodge them. He got one hit in. They got one hit in each. I said, oh, congratulations. Then he said, time for me to show you guys my power. As he contacted me, said, what form do you allow me to use? He said, yes, just don't kill them. Just use your silver, no, not golden Asta. Just, let's just use the red Asta, okay? I said, okay. Then Asta began to scream. They're like, what does he do? Is he in pain or something? Then we see. Then we felt the power coming immensely from Asta. I said, what the? He's powering up. Then Asta stopped screaming and like he would be surrounded by his magic. And since it's a pure energy magic, it would be white around him. When it cleared, they saw a red aura around Asta, and his hair changed to red. As Juno would also be surprised at this because Asta wouldn't have told him anything about his different forms. Then would be like, what did you do, kid? I said, this is one of my form. I call it red Asta. But my parents called it another thing, but I want to call it my own, since it's fused with mana. Since I created this form, I decided to call it red Asta. I have other forms too, but I prefer not to use them. Let's say that Asta kinda lost his Super Saiyan form, so he won't have golden Asta anymore. And he will, after this, he will like kinda like, maybe later in the story he will unlock blue Asta, or a sapphire Asta, or something like that. Or crystal Asta, maybe. I don't know what to call his Super Saiyan forms as color. I don't want to call it blue directly. Then I said, this is my power. Asta says, wait, what kid, what happened to your mana? I said, Austin, what happened to your mana and ki? We can't sense it anymore. Asta says, but we can feel your pressure still. I said, it's a part of this form. As we would say, yeah, it's probably, maybe your mana is affected by your god form as well. Says we would say, well, I know but your ki will hide, but when like normal mortals won't feel your ki when you're in god form, but I don't know that mana will be affected by the same way. Guess it's some sort of bonus with that since it's a mana ki form. As would just say to him, yeah. Then I said, so shall we begin now? As they said, of course, your form, new form doesn't imitate us. Then Asta says, but it will. Yeah, sorry about that, I had to do something on my PC really quick. Where I left off, the Yami and the Figolo said we are not intimidated by your new form. I said, good. But now it's my turn to attack. Else they would kind of be. No, they would actually be intimidated and say, "What?" I said, "Yes, I can't just let you get all the fun, right?" There's science says, "Of course not." I said, "Please just try to defend." Said, "What?" I said, "Just defend with your best, okay? I might not be able to pull my punches enough to not kill you or anything, to not hurt you badly." As we should still definitely say, "Yeah, yeah, probably should still try to hold back as much as possible." I said, "Of course." Then Ozzy blitzes right towards them. He uses his little fingers to like hit them, and there you get instantly not knocked out. I said, "I think that's enough." As they were sensed, Asta stopped his punch right before they hit them. As Asta transformed back and still held his fist against their faces, almost said like, "We surrender." This is enough," said Asta. They say, "We agree." As then everyone was surprised that Asta held his own. Not just that, he made two captives surrender. Like surprised by this and all, but the captives wouldn't be embarrassed at all because they knew that Asta got so powerful from that light. That happened like 15 years ago. So yeah, they must have thought that it must have had immense mana or something like that, so Asta could use this weird power. As we said, "You did good, Asta." I said, "Well, yes." But we said, "But why didn't you hit them?" I said, "Well, I didn't know if I pulled my punches enough." We said, "Oh, that's why." So that's good that you actually thought about stopping before you hit them. I said, "Of course it is." Then Asta would just instantly go to them and take their hands and shall we go now? Then the selection began. Everyone would raise their hands on Juno. Then actually everyone would raise their as Juno would just pick the Golden Dawn. As for Asta, everyone would raise their hand. Even the Golden Dawn captain, even though Asta isn't an elf reincarnation, he will still raise his hand because of reasons. Everything is about reasons in this. What if Asta deserves all 7 hands even though he's not an elf reincarnation because he's so freakishly strong? As for which squad he will pick, sorry for that, I waited so long I had to open my window. I couldn't stop my recording. As yes, for the squad he picks, it will be the Black Bulls. Everyone would be surprised by this. Then when he was asked why, Reese would ask him why too. Asta said, "Well, I had a vision again, Reese. No, it's a gut feeling, and notice that the captain of the Black Bulls knows about ki. But it's different from your ki, like the Dragon Balls, the Zen is a key, dimension key, that where you come from is some other key as well. Maybe I can learn some tricks maybe for him, for this key, because he could sense my, your key, like the key from your universe, in my normal form." As he would say, "Okay, I understand then." As he also would say, "Well, I picked the Black Bulls." What I squad us said, "I have a gut feeling about them." They would just say, "Okay." As the world would kinda be mad at us that they had picked their squad because us was so freakishly powerful. and all that. As when Asta got to the Black Bull's hideout, he saw all the mess that was there. As he opened the door, a fireball came at him. Asta just instantly dodged it, easily. As Yammer said, "Hey kid, you're gonna let that hit you?" I said, "Of course not." Then he just dodged it directly right before it would touch Asta. Yammer said, "Oh god damn it, you're fast kid." I said, "Of course I am." Then it was sensed that someone didn't use their mana, but then Magnus sensed that his fireball hit something, and it was Yami it hit, because Yami was behind Asta. Yami would try to grab Asta and say, "Hey kid, did you just do that just to let that hit me?" I said, "No, it was your problem that you stood behind me." Yami said, "Do you want to die, kid?" I said, "No, but if you want to try to grab my head, you're welcome to try." As Yami said, "What did you say, kid?" I said, "You're welcome to try." As let's say that Asta transformed to his 6 feet form now, when he got through the portal to fit in the portal actually, because Finland couldn't make a 6'3" one. So yeah, Asta would say, "I said you're welcome to try." Asta released the ceiling on his transformation. As Yami said, okay, calm down kid, calm down." As they would sense that someone released mana now, as they would see Captain Yami, and then they see that tall person was a head taller than Yami. They would be surprised to thought that this might be a new recruit. As Yami smashed the wall and say, "Quit breaking stuff! And sit down!" As then everyone would say, sit down and say, "Hi Captain Yami!" As they would ask, "So who is this?" As they would all notice Asta because of his immense height and his key and his mana. As Yama said, "This is our new recruit, Asta." Asta would say, "Hi, my name is Asta. I don't know where I'm from." He would say, "I'm Asta." They say, "But from where?" Asta said, "I'm just Asta." As he didn't know where the place he didn't know what he should say about where he was from, so we should say, "Good, don't tell everything." Also they said, "I'm planning on that too. I just want to be a kind of mysterious person." As they would say, "Okay." Then I said, then after the presentation, Magna said, "Can we do the bad tips?" Yama said, "Not if you want to die, Magna." And she said, What do you mean?" He said, "Well, that kid had to hold back an immensely lot of power, and they still didn't think that it was enough to, as he couldn't hold back anymore, and they still didn't think it was enough to not kill 2 captains." As Magnus said, "What?" I said, "Yes, I bellowed your captain and the Figolian. I stopped my punch right before it hit them, to make them surrender." As he said, "Okay." Then Asta's stomach would just ache, say, like burp, say that it's need. Asta would say, "Oh god, I'm so hungry." And Sarah said, "No, don't worry, I'm on it." I said, "What? Finally food. I waited all fucking day for this." As she would say, "Make some food," because she did thought Asta would eat so much, but since Asta was the Saiyan, and Weasel said, "Oh, Asta," as Asta said, "Yeah, I think you can eat as much as how we want now." I said, "Finally, I've gone hungry all these years, all the months that I've been training, all that." As then when I say, "Charmy, can you make more?" She said, "What?" I said, "More." I said, "Already ate up already." I say, "Whoa, you're a fast eater." I said, "Of course I am." As they just eat, as they she would just start to eat as well, and they would be surprised that, wait, Asta's out eating Charmy? He's out eating the eater of the Clover Kingdom? As they would say, "What the?" Charmy would say, "I like you, Asta. You're eating good." I said, "You're making delicious food. Of course I'm eating much." She would say, "Of course I'm making delicious food. It's my medic." I said, "You have some impressive medic. I'm glad I joined this squad and not another one." "I love my gut feeling sometimes." Yammer said, "Oh yeah, about your gut feeling. I know that it was I could felt with your key that you hide something that you didn't say. Told the truth there. I said, the truth is, you knew about key. That's why. So I thought that maybe you could taught me or two. Maybe I should be here too. Since you knew about key and all that. So yeah, that's why. So it's still kinda gut feeling, but not really a one, I guess. Jon said, yes, you're right, Asta. It's not a complete gut feeling. Stano said, yeah. I said, Scratch said, yeah, where's my room? They were so. Jan said, oh yeah, wait a minute, so he would just go to Henry now and ask for Henry to just make some of the hallways taller because they gotta remember that I was 6'3". Say, what? Yeah, Henry would be surprised to say, okay. He make them so Asta could go everywhere. As everyone just feel that see that the ceiling has went up a bit. I said, oh, thanks. Thanks, Captain Yami. As the doors also got taller, so Asta could go through them easily without breaking them. Or like having to like bow his neck or so, bend his neck so he could go straight tall. As for his room, it would be bigger, his bed would be longer, all that. Asta would get a pretty decent good room. Kinda actually better than Yami's room because of how insanely strong Asta was. Yami thought that I don't want to piss him off, so I will give him the best room here. As Henry said, okay. And let's just say that Asta could feel that his mana was draining still though from like Henry, even though he was far away, but since Asta's mana was so immense, he didn't really bother it at all because it did not affect him at all. We should say, I can sense your key, like your mana fading, Asta. Well, it's someone here that's made the house taller, so, but it doesn't affect me at all. He is strange so little for me, it doesn't even bother me at all. It's like like a quadrillion it's like a quintildecion or novendecillion or something of percentage part of my percentage something about my body. Instead of say, yeah, you're probably right, Asta. So you can be here as long as you want, right? Without the training, I said yes. Then he just went asleep after he ate Charmy. Charmy actually fell asleep now because she was so freakishly tired of all the food Asta ate. Asta would say, oh, she fell asleep? Oh man, I was still hungry. Sion said, okay, you already proven you to out-eat Charmy. You don't need to out-eat everyone here. You don't need to out-eat Charmy's magic. You already out-eaten Charmy's magic even. I said, oh crap. She's that weak. Jan said, yes she is, but she makes delicious food, so now shut it and go to bed. Asta said, you don't tell me what to do, but I'll go to bed because I'm tired. And fun fact, I'm actually tired right now. Like while I'm recording this. I know it's midday for me, like it's 3 p.m. I've tried to record this video for 2 hours now, maybe. Because, no, maybe 2.5 hours or something, because my recording broke at first. Like it broke in half. Because of my fucking phone that it needed to charge, I decided to close my phone, turn my phone off. So yeah, I'm actually kind of tired out still because I couldn't sleep a single bit tonight. I just laid on my bed all night, as didn't know what to do. As I couldn't record any more videos because I need to calm down on the videos upload because soon I will be drained of all my ideas. And it will be drained of ideas soon too, even though I record my videos like only 2 videos per day now maybe. I'll try to keep that up. But I won't upload 2 videos per day. Or actually maybe like a part 2 for some what ifs and all that, and some news we will load too as well. It is that the what if Asta had Dark Light Powers part 4 will be delayed to the weekend here. I tried to record it earlier today, but I couldn't figure out what to do and all that, so I need to figure out a new actually write a script for this one as This is the first video I ever need to write a script for them. But yes, I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this what if. If you did, please just like and subscribe. And click that bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. And yeah, stay safe, peace out, stay safe. I don't know why I said it so many times, God entice, but yeah. You know what I mean. Bye, stay safe.